It has just turned 3:15 and Chelsea have beaten Newcastle at St James's Park. This is only the second time since 2011, and believe it or not, it was a fairly comfortable game. This result on the road puts us top of the league, albeit for a short period. At the time you're watching this, we'll probably be third or something, but who cares? This was a game I was dreading personally. The odds were stacked against us. Many players had only just returned from international duty. Thiago Silva, Kai Havertz and Christian Pulisic were out. It was a lunchtime kick-off. We had the curse of St James's Park to deal with, and we were playing in the dreaded third kit. What could go wrong? But it felt like Newcastle were afraid to attack us, and they were incredibly sloppy in possession. They got so desperate they lumped Andy Carroll on for 10 minutes towards the end. Now, you can put that down to a Frank Lampard masterclass, or a Frank Lampard masterclass. Right, that's killed off the introduction, so now it's time to give the 3 big talking points from Newcastle versus Chelsea. Number 1. Passing the mentality test. As I've mentioned before, we have an absolutely dire record at St James's Park, and that most definitely would have been the minds of Frank Lampard and the players going into the game. Let me tell you how a traditional Chelsea game goes on at St James's Park. We have about 20 shots, 10 corners, have 75% possession, hit the bar 3 times, and then concede against the run of play. Now, whether that goal we concede is in the last seconds of the match or not is really up to the footballing gods. Let me just show you. But thankfully it was different today. We got that early goal which was vital and set the tone for the rest of the match. Our midfield was very composed today, which I thought was very important for the win as well. This was also our first meeting at St James's Park without the presence of the home fans, which probably had an impact as well. All in all, the mental block had been banished. We deserved the win purely due to our constant pressure throughout the duration of the 90 minutes. Newcastle couldn't lay a finger on us. Number 2. The class of Reece James. This young man is just extraordinary. Before kick-off, it was predicted that he'd have his hands full with the duo of Jamal Lewis and St Maximin bombing down his right flank, but he dealt with the challenge brilliantly. There were so many instances of Reece plucking the ball off St Maximin's toes and easing Lewis out of possession. Poetry in motion from the 20-year-old. My favourite moment from the whole match was when he guarded the ball from both of them near his own box, just oozing quality and composure and showcasing his Hulk-like strength. What a beast. Offensively, he was a threat too. His cross is a constant danger to the Geordie defence. He also could have scored a fantastic goal from a cleverly devised corner routine if it wasn't for a courageous block. Reece James just keeps going up in my estimations. What a player. Number 3. Number 17 back to his best. Many Chelsea fans before the start of the season believed Kante's time at the club should come to an end. He's almost 30, he has a reoccurring hamstring problem, and he's not as effective as he used to be. Sell him now while he still has resale value, they said. But today was further evidence that this idea is wrong. No one can guard a back 4 better than Golo can, even when he is pushing 30. He's such a valuable asset to have in the team. The engine on the bloke is just superhuman, along with his interceptions and tackling. Now, we've reached the point in the video where I show you all some match stats, so here you go. And that concludes the video. We're back on Tuesday against Rennes, but until then, goodbye.